That's... Monica, mind your own business for once. Oh my god. Hello pretties, my name is EmberWytch and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, yes, I am still sick. I am still waiting for surgery on my gallbladder, which should be tomorrow, which is Thursday, the 21st. So yeah, expect if there's any videos to be a little weird. But, I have not played this game in a while and I do apologize. It was a mixture of finals and getting sick and then traveling and... But no more excuses. We're finally gonna play again. So let's get started. Alright. Here we go. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Ember. Sayori. I miss Sayori. She's a little happy chick. Yo, Sayori. Wow, I cannot talk again. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things that get you, that's with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that's all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and opens it, and gets it open. And then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Aww, you wanted me to buy you food. I knew it. I can see right through you. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry, or you wanted an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves me with one option. Aww. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Damn! Suddenly, Yuri giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything? Right. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Ember to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved that way, Sayori. Like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun. It's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think of that. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Okay. Retribution. Okay, I was about to say that. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcake, so I had to trick Nasuri into making them. Oh wow. Mischievous chick. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Aww. A cookie! Sure enough, it was a giant cookie that just wrapped in plastic. And oh, that would hurt actually. Can you just imagine a big cookie just whoosh, just high-fived your face like Jacksepticeye style, and just, oh, that would like hurt your nose and yeah. Sayori glances around. It's a miracle! It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ah. I was just gonna give it to you. I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! It's so nice of you. She slapped you in the face with a cookie. How was that like, poof? Aw, thank you. What the? Really? Really? I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Oh my god. I just imagine this little chibi with a big cookie just like hugging it like this. It's like a huge cookie, bigger than her. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. And yours looks really good too. Can I try it? Ah, she's one of those friends that wants to eat everything. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate! Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still really happy that you shared one with me. Oh. Okay, come on. Do you like Sayori? Come on, just be honest. It's fine to have Yuri. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki. Yeah, she did. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Suki glots around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me? Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. Oh, well, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ember. Oh my. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing for a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Nope, not really. I choose to leave Sayori's mischievousness escapade. I'm sure Nazuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow is already finished with that entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Nazuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri was reading a different book from the one that we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. And if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Let's. Are we reading again? Actually, I have a request. You don't mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time even better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Okay. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water picture from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water picture and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Oh my god. Yuri appears elegant and methodical, whatever, I can't say it. Method. Okay, may I have the water picture? Thanks, I'll be right back. Alright, might as well walk with you. Why not? Shall we go then? Yeah? Where are you two off to? Yuri's gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water picture. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Okay. Apparently, it's gonna be another cat fight. That's... Monica, mind your own business for once. Oh my god. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Ember in club... Wait. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Ember in club activities? Bitch! My mouth gapes. Yeah! Yeah, that too. One second, guys. Sorry. Okay. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Ember. Rude. Very quickly exit the room. I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it also is not right for Monica to judge people like that. Ember? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you did is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Ooh, friendzone. Yuri lifts her head. Ember, I really like being friends with you. Uh-huh. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Ember, do you like oolong tea? I hope I said that right. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less than when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Ember. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Ember, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. Girl, I know exactly why that is. I got those problems too. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while you're reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. I cannot read, guys, sorry. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? I don't know, maybe stop thinking with that area between your legs and stop being a dude for 5 seconds. Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Really, dude? Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Apparently. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have to have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. Really, bro? She's your girlfriend. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate into her mouth. Just like that, she closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Ember? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Okay. So I didn't think it was that kind of game. I was expecting something random, but yeah, okay. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I could tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes met mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, she parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Really, dude? Okay, everyone. Nice. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Ember, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? You can help Yuri put the tea stuff away, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without much of a word between us. Awkward. I get the feeling I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess I'll just go down the list. Sayori. Ooh! I like this one. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah! Me either. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud over your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ember. Should I go write that down then? You can read my poem now, okay? Okay, bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid off a cookie jar. It's a sweet place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. But I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting and pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay. It's a little unnerving. Holy crap. Yeah. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. See that? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. There always had a bit of a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, and no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow, I struck a nerve. Though, what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Mitsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Mitsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri still stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Ember. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, and so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want me to share the poem? Do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If that's with you. If it's with you. Okay, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as something unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon, I can't read her writing. Its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I sliced the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon, sorry about that guys, becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions to a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I banish my cutting knife, the raccoon brandish my cutting knife. The raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ember? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Ember. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I feel like I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's really nothing, really. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Monica. Hi again, Ember. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. It's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature. It's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what's going on in the head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway. You wanna meet my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's have a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless... I can't read. Of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. What? Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Am I reading that right? Or am I losing my mind? An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay. It's even more abstract than the last one. Guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space of paper. Choosing where and how to space your words and totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes you feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is that tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Have something extra planned today, so everyone could sit down in front of the classroom. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in the last few days. They just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who has been coloring a poster, holds up one for us to see. You're kidding me, Monica. You didn't really didn't start putting those posters up, did you? I did. Well, you really think it's a bad of an idea? Do you really think it's bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Nasuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Nasuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. That's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud for a whole room of people. I guess I overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we're going to give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event with each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people to perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. You don't want to share, don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's what it takes, and if it takes standing up in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Nasuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Nasuki doesn't have any other arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Whew. Thanks, Nasuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces. Sigh. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is all too sudden. Well, if you can't recite them in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course! Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem. I can't say that word. She has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line as she recites, bringing the words to life. This is something she's done before, or is simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Sayori's all fired up all of a sudden. Well, Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, you can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri is absorbed into books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she with perfect timing. It must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if bewildered, as if she even bewildered herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds up the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. That was really good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I guess I'll go next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it as you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins their poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice has made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said that she likes my poems. It's like I get to read much more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Ember liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't quite work as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where a sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Nasuki? Don't make me go before Ember. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. Might as well let Ember lower everyone's standards before I go and have to do it. Nasuki, goddamn. It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection to read. I just have to go with the one I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Because I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Nasuki. Yeah, I'm going. Nasuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are all you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Nasuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. Well, she's still a little... whatever. I can't read today, guys, I'm sorry. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Nasuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Nasuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise. I think it should be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, we won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that all of you have an idea for what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. 1 minute, guys. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry about that. In that last little part, I had a call for my surgery, so I had to put it on mute, and then I realized after I got done with the video and my outro, I didn't unmute it, so I'm gonna redo this outro again. Pretty much you didn't miss anything. The girls are talking about how they're gonna write more poems tonight, and that they're gonna get ready for the festival. And then whenever you're walking home with Sayori, she asked you if you would ditch her for Yuri if she ever wanted to walk home with you. and I decided to tell her no, I would still walk home with her. So yeah, I wouldn't ditch my friend for some girl I'm interested in. I'm just a good guy. Now, so, and then it came up to this. So thank you for watching, and I really appreciate all you guys. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me who you would be interested in. And I will see all you pretties in the next video. Bye.